Thanks everyone for being here. We'll have a microphone circulating for questions throughout the press conference. Please state your name and media affiliation when you ask your question. With us tonight from Penn, we have head coach Mike McLaughlin, Ashley Russell, and Alea Parker. We'll begin with an opening statement from Coach, followed by questions for the student athletes, and finish up with questions for Coach.
Yeah, thank you. We came out really strong on both ends of the floor. We made a few shots in the beginning. Our defensive intensity was tremendous. Played at such a high level against a really good basketball team. And we rebounded the ball. We competed. We won the balls in the air and on the floor. And I thought tonight our offense just really was as well as we played all year together. Around the starting five was terrific. Tori Crawford came off and did an unbelievable job. She gave us some energy, some loose balls, some extra attempts. And Mike certainly did a really good job making foul shots at the end there. But I'm really proud. We got a long way to go. We just told the team in the locker room that let's enjoy this. When the clock turns over till tomorrow, we need to shift pretty quickly. I want them to enjoy this till we get back to the hotel, talk to their families, and now we need to move on and have a massive challenge in front of us tomorrow. But really proud of this group.
Questions for student athletes?
Yeah, Glenn Papazian, PhillyCollegeSports.com. And for Ashley, after you got the good halftime lead, what was the mindset of the team coming out for the second half?
Coming out from the second half, we had the idea to just come out just like we did in the beginning of the game. We kind of had a mindset that it was just 0-0 from the get-go. We knew they were going to come at us. They're a great shooting team. We knew they were going to come at us from all angles. We knew they were going to come up, pull up threes. We just had to make sure our defensive intensity carried over from the first half. And we just had to make sure we were, again, going after all the loose balls, getting all the rebounds, and making sure that we were locked in for the rest of the game.
Jonathan Tannenwald from the Philadelphia Inquirer. Ashley, given how close and how low scoring the first two games were, how satisfying it was to just jump on them out early like that?
Coming from those games in the past, we definitely were expecting to have it be a dogfight throughout, and as much as we were up the whole game, it really felt like it was that dogfight type of game again. We just knew we couldn't let up. They're a team that has the ability to come back at any point, and so as long as we just stayed within ourselves, played our Penn basketball, stayed within our defensive concepts, we knew that we were going to come out successful, and we just made sure we did that. We made sure we won every minute of the game, and we just kept doing that through the second half.
Ifrit Leah, can you talk about the excitement now playing for the Ivy League championship against Princeton?
For my team, excuse me, I think this is the moment that we've been waiting for all season. We always set our goals and move the bar up step by step. We have our motto, it's one more, and we just took it one game at a time, and we got through tonight, and now we have one more tomorrow. It's going to be super exciting, and just to get a chance to win the Ivy Championship in the tournament and then make it to the NCAA. I think we're just super excited to have this opportunity to fight for that spot.
Alea, to have it be against Princeton and Bella Allery again, especially knowing that you guys beat them up there, does that put a little more in it?
Yeah, it makes it exciting. She's obviously a good player, and going up against her is a challenge every time, but it's one that we can go back and forth sometimes. She'll have hers, I'll have mine, and I think just taking the focus away from me, if we work as a team, if we do what we have to do as each individual player, it'll come together, and we'll figure out our offense, and it'll flow from our defense.
Danny Sherry, Daily Pennsylvanian. For Ashley, you guys had 20 assists tonight. How do you think you were able to move the ball so well?
I always say it, but our defense just flows into our offense. We had a lot of transition points, and I think that kind of gave us a spark, and I think that type of flow, led us into our ball movement. It made us aware that we have to rotate the ball. We know when we rotate the ball, we get better looks. And so every time we got ball movement, we had people movement. And with the people movement, we had great assists and great cuts to the basket that I think just kind of generated our offense.
Thanks to our student athletes. I'll take you back to locker room.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.
And now we'll open up for questions for Coach.
Mike, how satisfying was that first half?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, We played so well. We extremely competitive mindset coming in, but I thought we played really, really well. And then, I think Ashley touched on it. We talked about the halftime, just coming out the same way. It's hard to say that, but it's actually difficult to do. And they did it. They came out the third quarter and just kept that same intensity up. But it was a tremendous, tremendous first half.
Mike, you mentioned you thought it was a complete effort, both ends of the floor, but did you find one aspect of the game feeding the other?
Yeah, I think we got out in transition a little bit. We considered, at least I guess I consider transition as playing against an unset defense, and we're good when that happens. I think that happened. I didn't look at the chart that we make yet, but it happened a lot. We didn't see 5 set Harvard defenders a ton, and that's really benefited us. And then we do cut and move well off the ball, and I think we got rewarded for that, and that's because I don't think Harvard was set as much as we've seen them in the past when we played them the first 2 times.
I think Rob Brown, Ivy Hoops Online. Late in the fourth quarter, things got a little bit chippy. You've got a game 16 hours from now.
Yeah.
How do you try and get your team to just stay calm, collected, and move on?
It's nothing. They're competing just like we're competing. They're trying to fight to the end just like we are, and it was all in good play. It's just the way the game goes, and it's competition. It's all good. We're ready to go.
You know what's coming tomorrow, and everybody knows what's coming tomorrow. Split this season, split the last 2 tournament finals. What's it going to be like?
It's fun. Just to sit here and say we're going to be able to play for the championship to get to the tournament, I think is a great reward. Playing Princeton, we've been here. You and I've probably had these conversations 10 other times since I've been at Penn. It's cool. That's what it's about. It's going to be exciting, and we're looking forward to it.
Mike, can you comment on the play of Ashley Russell tonight?
I thought Ashley was special tonight. She does so many things for us, but I thought she was really clean with the ball. She made some really good passes up the floor. She curled really nice to the basket, gave us a few layups. And just, Ashley gives you as much as anyone I've coached. I've been coaching for 24 years. I have never had anyone that had the on button on as much as she does. That is a winner, a competitor. She's a prideful Penn athlete, student athlete, loves her university. And whenever this is done for her, she's going to be thought of, in my eyes, and anyone that's watched her, as an ultimate winner and competitor.
You've watched and played against Bella, watched and coached against Bellus so many times at this point. Is there anything different to do, or just go out and play your game? And
I'm a big, regardless, I sit on the other side of that bench. I respect the sport so much, and I respect our game, and she's really talented, and she affects the game on both ends of the floor. With that said, we have a few things that we'll try to do. We didn't do it very well the last time we played them. Hopefully we'll do a better job tomorrow. We'll have her hands full, but the rest of that team can play, and they feed off her. But we'll be prepared. Hopefully we'll execute what we tried to do about 3 weeks ago at the Plesher when they beat us there.